Hi guys, welcome back. It's 48 hours since we cast the slab this corner of the workshop, and over the next couple of days I'm going to be prepping this corner here behind me, which means I've got to move the wood burner. It's a bit grey today. Yesterday it poured all day, so I'm glad I cast the concrete the day before and didn't wait till yesterday because the forecast seemed to be wrong. So do a little bit today, an hour maybe or so in here today, see if we can get this tidied out, and then I'm going to take some of this rubbish to the tip, or the déchetterie as it's called here, and get rid of some of this metal and bike parts and plasterboard. So yeah, that's the job for the next couple of days. Right, let's crack on. Camera, you move the camera. Oh God, I can't even move the flipping thing. It's that heavy, Gracie, I can't move it. We gotta do, definitely get weaker as you get older. After all that, it's broken. Lift it, Gracie. It's broken. Well, that's well annoying. Look at that. Something's been nesting in it already. Look at that, something's been nesting in it. Ooh, it's all falling down. It's going to run out. I think this is going to tip. It's not worth keeping, is it? I had illusions of this thing being in the workshop keeping me warm, but now I've seen it. A bit disappointed it's broken, but now I've seen it. It's a bit of a rust bucket really, isn't it? And the thing is, if I've got firewood to burn, really I need to be burning it in the house to keep warm, not just throwing it up in the barn. So I think that dream may have gone. Anyway, let's crack on. I'm rushing a bit because it's raining, but it's a lot easier barrowing it downhill than uphill. Wow, more water on the inside of my glasses than the outside. Good job I've got GoPro and it can get wet. Take too long. 5 wheelbarrows, one of which were topsoil for the garden. Got about 4 or 5 inch of cover there. I want it to fall away slightly so the rain it falls on doesn't wash back there, so I'm going to cast it with a slight fall on it. I have to make a mould then now. So if I screw something just down there, I can put some projections on. setting up moulds for concrete takes longer than the actual concrete. That's me done for Christmas then. You may recognise what's in the bottom of there. I cut the canopy for the wood burner up last night with a hacksaw on the rip, so when I come back here on probably Boxing Day, we'll pour the concrete. The weather forecast for Christmas week is good. It's pretty much like this, sort of 16s, 17s, partial sun, so in the sunshine it's sort of in the 20s, it's lovely. Uses for old laminate floor. I made this little Christmas tree last year out of laminate floor. Every year we take the family a gingerbread house, but last year we didn't get one and we made this instead. So that's the template. She just makes quite a nice Christmas decoration. Christmas tree is... I'm going to just take the tree out. Hi guys, I hope you all had a great Christmas. It's Boxing Day afternoon. I've just come back from the in-laws and I'm going to get ready to pour what will be the last concrete pour for the barn. There's a little bit of rain forecast maybe for this evening, so I've got some tarpaulins, so once I've done this little cast, it's only sort of 6 feet by 3 feet. Once I've done that, then I'll cover it up for a couple of days. But also the pour I did inside a couple of days before Christmas should have dried now. So I'm going to take this tarpaulin off and have a look at this floor. A maiden walk on new concrete. So it's about 6 feet by 9 feet, so it's a considerable new chunk of floor. It's added about 30% onto what I already had. I'm going to get these clay blocks out of here. These are going to be hardcore in the new part of the build. These are what the house is built from, so I'm guessing these are probably over order from well, I've just tipped mud all over my clean floor now. These are probably what was left over from the construction of the house. It's actually just started spotting with rain now. Well, I think that's it for the night. The rain's getting heavier. It's getting darker and darker down that way, so I'm going to cover it open. I guess whatever it's like, it's like. I've done as much as I can. It's only going to get worse from here on in. I'm going to have a cup of tea. I'll see you soon. Just had a camera issue, guys, and just had to change the card and reformat it, so hopefully I've not lost the previous 5 minutes that I've just made. But if, just in case I have, I've just uncovered the Gracie. I'm being wrestled to a ground by a dog who wants her breakfast. So I've just uncovered the concrete. There's a few undulations, a few trowel marks because I had to cover it up so quickly last night. So I'm just going to try and give it a fine brush just to try and even some of the stuff out. Whether it'll work, because it's a little bit, obviously it's, what, about 16, 18 hours old now, the concrete, so. Just point out here, I'm no expert in this, so I'm making it up as I go along. I'm going to cover it back up because the roof's still dripping on it a little bit, so. But it certainly looks better, like what you can make out with the camera, but got rid of some of the big undulations. It gives it a bit of a brush finish, which actually I don't mind, but so I'm going to cover that back up now. Okay, so I think I'm going to call that it for this video. Before you go, there's a couple of things I just want to show you. In this video we finished the concrete, and you'll see that one when it dries properly and the sun comes out, which it is forecast to do later today. We've got the floors in here. At the moment it's become this needs a good sweep out now. In the next video I'm going to start to bring my tools into the workshop. I'm going to clean everything out and bring my tools into the workshop, so hopefully by the end of the next episode I'll have a functioning, can't say fully functioning, but a functioning workshop in which I can start to install the window. The other thing I need to do is look at some form of electrics. At the moment I've got no electrics in here, so basically I end up running an extension from the house over there by the terrace and across the garden, which is fine when it's nice and sunny, but at this kind of weather don't really want to do that. It's certainly not a project that I'm going to get done whilst I'm here this time, so it's probably going to be a Easter project. The electric consumer unit is just the other side of this wall here, which is the back of the garage in there, so I'd have to run a cable from here to there. Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3. So that's about 25 metres now. I can't come directly across there because there's some drainage pipes over there from the septic tank system, the fosse over there that runs off down, and at some point that fosse is going to need replacing anyway. So I think I'd have to come up over the eaves where see the electric cable, that's the main electric cable feeding, bring that cable across there, probably across there, then down that wall, and then maybe have to dig it in from here to there, which is probably then maybe 10-12 metres. So that's possibly the route. The other alternative, of course, and it gives me a few weeks just to look at this, is to make it totally off the grid and put some solar panels in, which I absolutely would like to do, but I'm a bit wary that the cost might just be too expensive. But this west facing roof open to a vast amount of sky, I could have solar panels on there. Although I have seen Matt at Badger Workshop, he's got some little contraption in his workshop, so I'm going to have a look at that and see what they look like. The other issue that I have, and I've kind of known about this for a while, it's a bit dark in here, isn't it? I definitely need some lights in here, so is at the back of the barn, it's actually falling over. It's probably over that 6 foot. There's about ½ inch. Now I can't find, I don't know if you can see, but it's it bellies out in the middle, which is kind of just about where this dividing wall is there. I can't find anywhere that suggests there's been some movement, so I'm wondering whether it was actually built like that. Anyway, I think I know how I'm going to get over that, but as I fit these windows here, I'm going to have to make allowance. The other option, of course, is the weight of the roof is pushing down and pushing the back out, but like I say, I don't think it is, because and whether it's something I can actually straighten up if I try and cut the fixings between the rafters and there's always 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4 rafters. If I cut the fixings between the rafters and the frame, whether I can actually push the back of the barn back in. We'll let the roof drop though a little bit as it goes in, but anyway, that's a dilemma for another day, but I thought I'd just share them too with you. Thank you for watching. I have enjoyed this episode. I know it's all been concretey, but we'll be back to woodworking in the next episode. So thanks for watching, take care guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.